Well, after several years of waiting and 2 subsequent days of exploring the eastern and northern temples, we have finally arrived at the infamous Angkor Wat Temple.
Can we see in the 3 towers of this temple? It's for live. So royal palace used to be Angkor. Didn't believe so much about religious.
Well, clearly.
Yeah, that's why they have to destroy. They destroyed Nasi temple, Buddha statues inside the temple.
Angkor Wat is the largest Hindu temple ever built and is still considered the largest religious structure in the world according to Guinness. Originally constructed in the mid-12th century as a Hindu temple, it gradually transformed into a Buddhist temple over the years. Angkor Wat was built at the behest of the Khmer king Suryavarma II as the state temple and his eventual mausoleum. Angkor Wat combines the 2 basic plans of Khmer temple architecture, the Temple Mountain and the later Gallied Temple. The modern name Angkor Wat means Temple City or City of Temples, which can be translated today as Capital City. Over the years, Angkor Wat eventually fell into disuse due to war, famine, and disease, and it was reclaimed by the jungle for several centuries. It wasn't until the 20th century that restoration of the complex began, with various international agencies involved.
And there are a lot of Buddha statues around in this whole long hall as well. The head, most of the Buddha head got they took the head off.
Angkor is considered one of the most important archaeological sites of Southeast Asia. The entirety of the city encompasses over 400 square kilometers and consists of scores of temples, hydraulic structures such as basins, dikes, reservoirs, and canals, as well as communication routes. For several centuries, Angkor was the center of the Khmer Kingdom, with impressive monuments, several different ancient urban plans, and large water reservoirs. The site is a unique concentration of features testifying to the exception of civilization. I'm so glad that we finally got to visit this place, and I would highly recommend hiring a tour guide for the day, as it only cost around $20, and he was very knowledgeable about the history, different artifacts, the reliefs on the wall, and so much more. It gave us an overall better experience of exploring the temple complex. The 6-year wait was well worth it, and Angkor Wat is definitely a beauty to behold. Heading to the very last temple of our temple tour. Top of the hill overlooking Angkor Wat. Som's very excited, aren't you, Som? Our last and final temple of our Angkor experience was the Phnom Penh Temple, a Hindu temple atop a small mountain. Dedicated to Shiva, it was built at the end of the 9th century, which is 2 centuries before Angkor Wat, and it was once the main temple in the Angkor region. Located atop a small mountain, this is a popular tourist spot for sunset views of Angkor Wat. Coming up next, Som and I continue our adventures heading into the beautiful country of Laos. We start at the capital city of Vientiane and then take a high-speed train to the incredible Vang Vieng. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. We really appreciate your time. If you like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, or commenting on this video so we can talk with you directly. These are fast, fun, and easy ways for you to follow our adventures. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.